because I just moved to a new house, which is amazing and exciting. My kitchen is beautiful, but it's kind of small, and especially around my sink. It's my sink and it's right up to my fridge. So I don't have a lot of counter space around my sink. So I have a drying rack and a dish rack right next to it, but it's really taking up too much space and I don't always need it. Instead, why don't I use, from Cella, this beautiful corner dish rack? So it's gonna sit on the corner of my sink, and now I'm using my sink almost as two levels. $15. If you don't understand what I'm saying, Jen Kovich is gonna show us exactly how it works in just a moment. These are two separate. So you're gonna have each corner or just use one, and this is going to be a choice of either your glacier gray or your white linen. $15 is your price. So that's going to work out to $7.50 each with the free ship. Then you save $5.50 off of that free shipping and handling. So now's the time to do it. Jen Kovich is here with us. Jen, talk to us about how this works. I'm already sold, but I don't know that everyone else is just yet, but I think they will be soon.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I think when the first concept of this came out years ago, where we were thinking stainless steel rods hanging over the sink to give us that drying system of ease. Well, but then what we learned over the years was it takes up too much room in our sink. So then we came up with the idea of giving you a corner only rack. So when you look at this, even on my sink, I actually have two. How brilliant is this, that if it's just myself and I'm making a cup of tea and I have my teaspoon here, and now I just want it to dry, rather than taking up so much of my countertop space, which inherently will etch or ruin my marble, now I can allow it to dry and leak right into the sink and not creating any havoc on my countertop. But likewise over here with the berries. So when you're prepping your meals, your produce, your fruit, what have you, you can go ahead, rinse it off right here, and then everything just drains right into the sink. It's not getting on your countertop. You don't need a separate colander that's going to take up all the space. And I love that you said it makes your sink in a two-tiered system way. I want to show you exactly what Rachel means by that. I am not taking up any of my sink. All of the access to the sink is still available. It's all a usable space. I can fit my pot under here. It doesn't matter where it is. There's still full use of my sink.
It's really genius. And Jen, right now I have a sink, and then right next to the sink is a larger dish rack. But I put most things in the dishwasher. I just have the dish rack there for the things that I don't want in the dishwasher, which is like my knives and my cutting boards, because they're wood.
Yes.
And so if I had this instead, I could get rid of that whole side and just after I wash my knives, lay them on there, lay my cutting board. I would probably, just leave my cutting boards to the side, but this is going to really, for some mugs that I wash out, it really is going to be a great way to save me space. And I love that we're getting the silicone on the side to, as you say, protect any marble or any kind of countertop, but also I imagine that keeps it nicely in place too.
It does, and I love that you mentioned that. So the silicone is brilliant for a few things. It's going to keep it in place, so it's really going to stick to your surface and really hug onto that surface. And I love that we're also giving you those stainless steel rods. Now, with the silicone, it also, much like all of our other silicone, it has an antimicrobial agent built into it. So you don't have to worry about any gunk, any mold, any buildup of bacteria to go onto this unit, because it's just going to inhibit all of that. I love that you're showing it rolled. So it takes up minimal space in your, if you want to tuck it away under your sink, in your drawer, you can absolutely do that. It's obviously super thin, so you can keep it flat. Or what I like to do is I like to roll it up, and then I take that end and I tuck it under.
Oh my gosh.
And then it stays right in place. You see that?
That's really smart. I do. Yep, I do see
Now,
that. That's great.
I want to show you one more use for this that maybe you hadn't thought of. And notice here too, actually, while you're here, it stays in place. It's going to keep everything where it needs to be. It does not matter the size of your sink. It will fit. But I encourage you to think outside of just the kitchen sink. Think your utility sink, your laundry room, your bathroom, wherever it is. Maybe you don't want the soaps on your countertop in the bathroom. Tuck it away here, and then that way you still have space, because you're getting 16¼ inches wide, 3 inches here, and only about 9 inches in depth. But I have to show you one more thing, because it's silicone and it's raised off of that counter. Back here, I have my bread maker. I can use this as a trivet. So taking something out of the oven and you need an extra hot plate or an extra trivet, feel free to use this as well, because that heat, because it's silicone, is not going to transfer onto your countertop.
Oh my gosh, this is really a smart, innovative solution, a way for a great price to really make your life more organized around your kitchen sink. A really great, I love the idea of bringing it to the bathroom sink. Maybe if you're going to wash your makeup brushes, put this on the bathroom sink, wash all your brushes and leave them here to dry. Or if you're a crafter, I just was painting in my crafting live stream and I didn't have anywhere to put the brushes after I washed them. I needed this. So now I'm going to have it. I think I'm going to pick up the beautiful white option, which is called white linen. And then we do have the glacier gray for you as well. Wonderfully smart, and from Cella. You can only find Cella here. It's our kitchen and organization brand here at QVC. Free shipping and handling. Jen, is that it for you? Do you have one more? Oh, yeah.